webinar, Green Shield Certification, Empowering Students to Spot and Stop Greenwashing. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Paul Cotter, and I'm the Vice President of Marketing here at Stukent. I'm so happy to be hosting this event today. Today's webinar is all about strengthening the integrity of environmental communication. Later on, we will be sharing a downloadable flyer with more information about a free self-paced course called the IAE Green Shield. This science-based course is designed to help professionals communicate environmental claims responsibly and accurately. It takes as little as 1 hour to complete, and upon finishing, you'll receive a verified digital badge that you can share on LinkedIn or include on your resume. Now, as a special gift for everyone joining us today, we want to offer you free instructor access to our advertising courseware and Simternships. These comprehensive course bundles include groundbreaking simulations that give students hands-on learning experience. They include annually updated courseware to help you stay ahead of the curve as industry changes. They include engaging assignments and auto-graded quizzes to help save you lots of time. And finally, they include real-world case studies and projects that help bridge the gap between theory and practice. So go ahead and click the link that's on your screen right now, and you'll be able to get that free instructor access to this courseware and simulation. Now, while you're taking a minute to request access, I'm excited to introduce and welcome our speakers. We have two speakers today, Dr. Anna McAllister and Andrew Sussman. So I'm going to read both of their bios, and then I'm going to welcome Anna to the stage, and we'll get started. So Dr. Anna R. McAllister is a marketing professor and curriculum director at the Institute for Advertising Ethics. With a PhD in developmental psychology, she brings academic and industry expertise to her research on consumer behavior and advertising ethics. She has authored more than 40 peer-reviewed articles and serves as deputy editor for the Journal of Marketing Communications. McAllister has received multiple awards for her teaching and research excellence. So welcome, Anna. Now, later on, we'll have Andrew Sussman on. And Andrew is president and incorporator of the Institute for Advertising Ethics, where he leads strategy and growth. A lifelong student of ethics and persuasion, he studied at Oxford and built a 20-plus year marketing career marked by innovation. As co-founder and longtime CEO of Studio One Networks, he helped pioneer content marketing. He has held leadership roles at NBC, Times Inc., and Young and Rubicam, and served on multiple nonprofit and industry boards. Sussman splits his time between Manhattan and the Midwest. So those are our two presenters today. Go ahead, Anna, and come on stage, and we can get started.
Thank you very much. I will go ahead and start sharing my screen so that we can learn more about Green Shield. All right, so what I want to talk to you about today is obviously this Green Shield certification. This is being brought to you by myself and Andrew, who will join us in a moment. And what we're going to go over today is just a little bit about Green Shield, and then talk about why it's important to care about ethics when we're looking at students who are pursuing degrees and future careers in advertising, public relations, marketing, those sorts of fields. So we'll talk briefly about Green Shield and then why we care about ethics. And then towards the end of the session, I'll go into some more specifics about Green Shield. So just very briefly, the Green Shield course is a free online certification course. As Paul mentioned, it takes under an hour. Usually students complete it in about 45 minutes. It's wonderful for their resumes. And I also want to mention that this certification course is suitable for all levels, undergraduate and graduate. We've had success launching it at all levels. A little about the Institute for Advertising Ethics. So we are a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We are the only independent body dedicated to protecting professionals and consumers through enhanced ethics education. And as you can see in the bullet points here, we offer multiple different certifications, and these are equipping future advertising leaders, i.e. our current students, to identify risks, to build trust, both within their organization and with consumers, and to enhance market integrity. And as you can see on the right side of the screen here, the Institute for Advertising Ethics teaches 9 different principles of ethical advertising. I won't go through them all, but you can see here that this is what we're all about, these 9 different principles. So let's start with the question of why should college students care about ethics when we're talking about advertising, PR, marketing? Why is ethics important? Excuse me, I'm going to invite Andrew to join us now to talk a little about answering this question. Why do we care about ethics?
Hello, everybody. Thanks, Dr. McAllister. Well, ethics isn't just the right thing, it's a career asset. Today's employers are screening for values. Consumers are holding brands accountable. Reputation follows you from a tweet to a campaign. By learning ethics now, you protect your future. That's how students stand out and gain a competitive edge. Now, ethics powers trust, and trust drives results across the board. It protects companies from backlash, it strengthens customer loyalty, and it attracts the next generation of talent. That's you. In fact, purpose-led firms now see 40% higher retention, and it pays off. Ethisphere reports the most ethical companies outperformed the market by nearly 8% over just 5 years. That's what ethics delivers in today's competitive marketplace. Next slide, please. Now, here's why Green Shield and climate ethics matter right now. Nearly 80% of US consumers prioritize sustainability, but 2/3 can't tell what's real. That's a trust gap. Meanwhile, over half of major companies are failing to meet their net zero pledges. And climate washing lawsuits, they've more than doubled in just 1 year. The market is sending a clear signal. Ethics in communications is no longer optional. It's urgent. Next slide, please. This quote from FTC Chair Lena Khan says it all. Greenwashing doesn't just mislead, it punishes companies doing the right thing, and it harms consumers trying to make ethical choices. That's why ethics training like Green Shield matters. It equips the next generation to tell the truth and protect both people and markets from deception. Next slide, please. Ethical communication isn't something any one group can solve alone. That's why we brought together leaders from law, tech, academia, and industry, including Microsoft, MasterCard, P&G, and Oxford, to form the IAE Climate Consortium. Together, we're building shared standards that help ensure integrity in how sustainability is marketed and communicated. Back to you, Dr. M.
All right, thank you, Andrew. So to talk a little more about the benefits of Green Shield for college and university students who take this certification, as I already mentioned, it's completely free. So it's a wonderful option to set either as an assignment in courses or to offer for extra credit. Given that it's free, it's very easy to offer it for many students to take. This certification course is fully online and it's self-paced. It can be taken over multiple sessions. You know, if a student starts doing it for homework and needs to run to their athletic practice, they can come back and log in and finish up at a later time. As I've already mentioned, it takes less than an hour to complete, and it's very simple to navigate. Basically, students watch a video, take a quiz, watch the next video, take a quiz on what they've learned, and so on. They need to pass all of the quizzes to earn the certification, but if a student doesn't pass the quiz on the first attempt, they can redo it, go back and watch the video to solidify their knowledge, and take the quiz over again until they earn that passing grade. So in short, every student can pass this course. Students then earn a badge that they can post on LinkedIn, and you can see a screenshot here of one of my students who has proudly posted her certification on LinkedIn. So it's showing there on her profile. And an employer or anyone who's interested can click into that certification and read more about what the student actually achieved while taking the course. So basically looking at the learning outcomes and a brief description of the course. Those are blockchain enabled, so they can't be forged in any way, which also is great for you as a professor when grading, that you can ensure that, that the student did actually complete the certification. I also just want to mention, as many of you are probably already well aware, employers really value credentials like this. They love to see students going just beyond the regular classroom work to earn certifications such as this. It looks really good on a resume or on a LinkedIn profile. In fact, we have more than 150 companies where employees have taken this certification. So it's not just college and university students who are completing Green Shield, but also people currently working in industry. So chances are that, you know, a student who completes this certification as part of their coursework or part of their university experience when interviewing for a job or an internship may encounter someone in the industry who has themselves completed the certification. And then when students complete this certification, they have access to many additional readings and tools that are offered by the Institute for Advertising Ethics. So we're really creating community around the pursuit of higher ethical standards. In terms of how this can be implemented at your school, as I've already mentioned, it's suitable for adding in to a class as an assignment, or if you have some kind of extra credit system, for example, if you're using something like Sona for extra credit at your school, then this is very easily implemented there also. It's as simple as posting the URL link to the course in your syllabus or on your learning management platform, and then creating an assignment where students can then upload their certification. So as you can see on the screen here, students do actually get a certificate in addition to the badge that they can post on LinkedIn. There's a certificate that they can download, and then they could print it out and frame it and put it on their wall, or they could upload this as proof of having completed the assignment. All right, so in terms of what is actually taught in the certification course, what's on the screen here shows basically the curriculum. So there are 5 different modules. The first obviously is an introduction to the course, defining greenwashing, explaining and kind of, you know, situating the students so they know why they're taking this course. Then we go through other modules, factual omissions, factual distortions, and denial. Okay, and you can see some of the topics that are taught across each of those modules. And then the final module, priority actions. You know, we don't want to end on a negative note where it's all doom and gloom, and we've talked about how terrible greenwashing is. So we end on a note that's more hopeful, right? Talking about where do we go from here? How do we make positive change in the advertising industry? Okay, and then we also have Green Shield Connect, which I think can best be described as a community of learners. After your students complete this certification, they're done with the course, they can join this community if they wish to network, if they want to talk about the topic further with others who have similar interests. That Green Shield Connect is a community of other college and university students who've taken the course, as well as many industry folks who've taken the course. So it's a good place to connect and explore additional resources with other folks who are interested in the topic. And as proof of concept, this slide shows some of the universities that are currently using Green Shield. So this has been successfully launched elsewhere. We're very happy to say that all of these universities shown on the screen here do have folks who are currently Green Shield certified. So if you are interested in getting started, of course, you wouldn't want to suggest this to your students unless you had taken a look at the course yourself. So there's a URL on the screen here, or you can scan that QR code to go ahead and explore the course yourself and the badge yourself. And then, as I mentioned, if this is something that you would choose to offer either as an assignment or extra credit for your students, you would simply include that URL in your syllabus or your LMS, and students would be referred to go ahead and take the course. There is a handout that will be accompanying this recording. It has my contact information on there. So if you have any questions, our email is info@iaethics.org, but it's also on the flyer that you'll receive along with this recording. Thank you very much for listening, and we hope that you will enjoy using Green Shield.
Thank you so much, Anna and Andrew. This was awesome. We're so excited for this opportunity that students have to get this certification and learn more about this. As a reminder for everyone watching today, if you would like free instructor access to Stukent's advertising, courseware, and simulations, go ahead and click on the screen right now, and we'll be sure and get you that free instructor access. Once again, thank you everyone so much for joining us today. Thank you, Anna and Andrew, for your great insights, and everyone have a wonderful day.
Thank you.